This week's match of the week features current champion King Rodge in a FODL A thriller against the Quintessential Dilly Dilly. Radar's on the call. Let's join him.
Both these players are ready to get their FODL 2020 fall season underway. Dilly Dilly going to have darts in hand for the first leg of cricket. Game on!
Hey, shoot average, man.
Be great, Dilly.
Player cards didn't get updated. Damn.
3 20s and 2 19s.
3 20s, 2 19s. Dilly starting off with a 5 mark. As we got to do some stuff here. Got to do that.
2 8.
And 2 18s start things off for King Rodge. So Dilly Dilly out to a very good start. Looking to keep that going here.
3 9s and an 18.
He'll find a treble 19, get a single 18 as well. So follows the 5 mark up with a 4 mark, getting points on the board and 1 mark into the 18s. Dilly was commenting on it, yes.
2 8.
There's 2 18s for King Rodge, so he'll get the close, get 18 points on the board, but he's still trailing. So I don't know what it is about certain players' boards and cameras, because Criminal was saying about my board last night that it's super bright. Oh, there's single 18 as Dilly had 2 outside the scoring area. So uncharacteristic. Not sure if he was going for the doubles to try to finish it in 1, but it's not an effective strategy. There's 3 18s now from King Rodge. He'll take the point lead as we go back over to Dilly. But so, even though, again, it looks like King Rodge using the same exact light ring that I have and that Dilly Dilly is using, and yet the boards are the surface of the sun. You see the difference? Not sure why that happens, but it's a thing. It is a thing. We're coming back into the chat. Chatter09 asking why Dilly's hashtag isn't quintessential, because he's thrown with a Dilly harem. He's got his harem of flights. It's Ton81 joined the chat. Slinger 5-4 over the Newts. Congrats on that win, Slinger. I'm sure that will be the last that anybody hears about that match. There's 3 20s for Dilly Dilly, 60 points as he gets back on top. We got a little point battle brewing here. Dilly going after 20s. King Rodge going on the 18s.
3 8.
King Rodge going to pour in 3 more singles. He's yet to find that treble to really put the screws to Dilly. Dilly now is going to change his tune. He's going to close the 18s with his first start, and now he will move back for points.
1 18, 2 20s.
And he's going to get 2 20s, so he is just narrowly behind in points. Let's see what King Rodge wants to do. He's going to go after the 17s.
9.
And he's going to get 9 17s, does King Rodge. So I was talking about how he hadn't found any trebles, and he finds a boatload in a hurry. 9 17s. That's a bonus point. You know it. You can't beat it. So King Rodge gets out in front. Huge turn from the King. Dilly answers with 3 20s, but he finds himself now trailing, and King Rodge going after the 20s. He will get it closed with 3 steady darts. See that MPR take a leap into the upper 3s. Dilly having a good leg here. His MPR is at 3.0, but he finds himself behind because of the massive turn from King Rodge. There are 3 more steady 19s out of Dilly Dilly. Fend off King Rodge for the time being. Gets back on top in points. King Rodge now, he will go after 17s. He is not missing. King Rodge dialed in now as he's got 3 17s. Dilly been pretty locked in here too. That's a tough deflection though.
Miss.
And it's a miss from Dilly Dilly. Could be costly for him. He was out to a good start. Had the 20s and 19s closed to push King Rodge around a little bit. It looks like King Rodge is going to find the treble 19. It's so close. It's either just above. It is in there, so we got the treble 19 and a single 16. Dilly now on the move. He's going to find a treble in the 16, so he's going to open it up right away. 4 16s goes Dilly Dilly. Not going to give up the fight yet. But King Rodge going to make it an uphill battle. First dart, treble 17, back over to 16s where he gets a single. So 4 mark round, 3 17, single 16, but not yet close. So Dilly still with the chance. but he might need a monster turn like we saw from
7.
King Rodge. And he's going to get 7/16, so that could be another turn that turns the tide. Dilly with 7/16s. And now King Rodge is going to have to go back for more points, go back to the well here. And he might be the... Oh, that did stay in. 5/17s right back. So King Rodge undeterred. It looked like that may have even deflected just into the treble 2, but it didn't. It stayed in the treble 17. Dilly first dart is back into the treble 16. He'll get 4/16s. Tried to go aggressive into the 17s with his second dart, but came back for his last after he had missed. A great leg of cricket going on between these two competitors here. And it looks like King Rodge is going to get the 16s closed after he got 2 17s, so got back out in front, and he gets the 16s closed. Dilly, it's a great marker if he can use it for the treble 15. He's going to get 3 singles, at least get it closed. Will that be enough the way King Rodge is throwing? King Rodge going after more points. So not even bothering with the 15s. He'll go 15s last dart after he gets 2 17s. So another 3-mark round for King Rodge. Oh, he only got 1 17. So that second dart did kick out there. He shows that. Dilly back in the treble bed.
4/15.
And he will get a single 17. So both players being aggressive here. 4/15, single 17 for Dilly. They're each 2 away from closing the other's wedge. And it's a point battle. There's 4 17s in response, though, from King Rodge. Will not let Dilly get any ground right now. But Dilly fighting right back immediately. First dart treble. Huge last dart, and he gets the 17s closed. 3 15s, 2 17s. That margin is tiny. And King Rodge going to the 15s, and it is a bull race. And King Rodge, third dart comes up empty. Dilly needs 3. King Rodge needs 2. What a leg. Dilly looking for the hat trick to finish it.
Got it.
And he's going to get it. And it looks like a bullseye finish to do it. Game shot and the leg to Dilly Dilly. What a crazy leg of cricket. Both players, again, 3.5 MPR. Outstanding as Dilly shows off the harem. And King Rodge is losing 1-0. This might be the first time in FODL that King Rodge is losing.
How many was I going to win, Ron?
So some trash talk going on right now. An incredible leg of cricket. The chat is just going insane this entire time. Wow, just crazy. But it is Dilly on top with the furious battle back on 16s and 15s. You see that? He got 15 16s and 10 15s there to fight back after King Rodge's 9 mark. Wouldn't let it go. So is this going to be King Rodge with the darts coming back to the board for the second leg? Once we get the board switched back over, and it will be game on. I'm going to go through some of this chat here because it is. Ronan Ozzy's joining the chat. There we go. We got it switched back now. Jordan M 1989 says, I'm a big fan of your YouTube. I'm a Special Olympics athlete from Canada. Thank you for joining, Jordan M 1989. King Rodge, a Canadian himself, so you got some rooting interest. We got a couple Canadians in the league, King Rodge and the Train. So welcome in. 9 mark, people going crazy about the 9. Yota JMU asking what sport?
4.
What sport for Jordan M for Special Olympics athletes? There's 4 19s for Dilly Dilly. Both these players again off to a massive start. As Yota JMU gifting a tier 1 sub. Everyone saying going crazy. Dilly, clutch Dilly. Yota JMU saying Dilly feeling himself. Yota JMU says in before he drops 8 on the trot.
319.
3 more 19s for Dilly, so trailing in points by just a bit. Deadhead 180 saying, did Krim throw for Dilly? Obviously not, because if he did, it would have been a loss. There's 2 19s for the close, single 20 for King Rodge, so he'll force Dilly to move. Oh, Dilly with a narrow miss on that treble 18, just going to find a single. So King Rodge looking to hand out some punishment from that slack turn from Dilly. And it's hard to say that it's a slack leg from Dilly Dilly with a 2.7 MPR, but it feels that way after that first leg and the way King Rodge has come out again in this leg.
Just 417s.
417s was narrowly a 7, was actually narrowly a 6/9, barely missing into the treble 3, barely missing that treble with the last start as well. King Rodge going to get 2 20s and a single 17, 3 more steady darts. Once again, about halfway through this leg, both players 3.0 or better.
2 sevens.
2 7s. Dilly's going to drop just a little bit below. Gilles Echoes saying King Rodge hasn't won a leg all season. What a slacker. So a lot of people antagonizing King Rodge. Not sure if that's the best strategy to go about it. It looks like 2 17, single 16. So King Rodge staying steady. Another 3 mark. Dilly opening it right back up, though. He was good on those 16s in the last leg.
5 16.
He'll get 5 of them to start things off in this one. Close it off and get back on top in points. Force King Rodge to go back to the 20 well. He'll get a single to get a 1 point lead, come back down to 16s where he will find 1, so it's still open for Dilly. Dilly right back to work in the 16s. 3 steady 16s. Will score 48 more points. Jordan M1989 says he does 10-pin bowling for Special Olympics. He's also a Canadian Roll Legion member and play darts. That's awesome. Thanks for joining our stream. 2 20s this time it looks like for King Rodge. Not enough to get him back in the point lead. Big dart from Dilly. This third dart's pressure packed as well. And Dilly with a huge turn. Again, a late flip in the leg. Treble 20 and gets the 18s closed with 2 18s. King Rodge is going to close the 16s with his first dart. Go over to 15s now. Looks like he'll find 2. So Dilly is out in front by 7 points. King Rodge is 2 in the 15s. Dilly's got nowhere to score. Dilly's going after the bull, so going to skip the 15s right now. But he's got the bulls closed again. And Dilly's going to take it! Oh my goodness! Dilly punishing 3 bulls and the treble 15 with the last dart. Huge darts for Dilly Dilly, a finishing 6 mark as he is going to sweep cricket with a 3.7 MPR. This is insanity, ladies and gentlemen. Pandemonium in cricket on Dilly Dilly's side as he goes 2-0. Look at that MPR, a 3.6 sustained over 2 legs. This is FODL A, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it has turned into. It is a gauntlet. It is a mess. And you better pack your lunch pail if you want to play in this division. King Rodge coming in, the reigning champion. Dilly Dilly coming out with the smack across the face. 2-0 here in cricket, and we are going to 501. Dilly had also won the bull. Dilly's going to have darts as we move to the 501 portion. Game is on. Wow, that's some incredible darting action coming in, and it's an 85 start for Dilly Dilly. Gilles Echo saying irrational confidence wins out. Everyone's saying bang, wow, holy S. I don't know why I said S. I've said shit and fuck like 4 times on this cast already. Holy shit, says Piercewood1. Piercewood1's also saying that's nasty. Great pop saying ton 80. Jordan M1989 saying let's go big man bearded. Wow. There's a surgical 7 getting fired up. Not the same as a 7 mark in cricket. Yota JMU throwing out 100 biddies. Thank you very much. Congra saying WTF. Chatter09. Wow. All caps. Deadhead 180. Boom. PB Brown 7272 says he wants back in B. He doesn't want any part of this. King Rodge saying you don't want any part of this. You got a couple in cricket. He's coming out firing here in 501. There's a ton 40.
As expected.
JMU saying, I think Dilly made the highlight reel. Deadhead 180 said King Rodge going to dominate B next spring. Oh.
Yeah, cricket's practice.
There's 60 scored for King Rodge. King Rodge saying cricket just for practice. Those legs count just the same as 2 5-1 legs. It's all points. There's a nice ton. Maybe trying to right the ship now for Dilly Dilly after an up and down start. King Rodge been very steady. There were a couple picks for the Criminals breakfast question for King Rodge as far as the first person to throw a maximum. He'll get an 85 there, get into checkout position at 156 after just 12.
81.
Dilly's going to get 81, so he's starting to find the trebles a little bit here. He's under 200, but King Rodge first shot, 156. I think it's off. It's definitely off after that second, that's for sure. It looks like just a 36 potentially. No, it's a 76, so the first dart is in the treble. Did find the bottom of it. So it was on there for a second.
Oh.
Speaking of trebles, Dilly's found a couple. Unfortunately, it's just a couple of treble ones. It's 26. It'll get leaving out 161. King Rodge sitting on 80 though. One dart for tops. And it clicks just inside. 60 scored for King Rodge. He'll be left with the rascal Dilly. Can he steal the 501 from 161? He cannot. So some impressive cricket finishes in both the cricket legs. Can't get the impressive 501 finish to start. And King Rodge will find the rascal with the first dart as the rascal says yes. Game shot in the leg, and King Rodge giving it right back to Dilly Dilly. There is a 19 darter start things off, and King Rodge gets the break and is on the board. King Rodge now with the darts in hand. Game on! Fuels Echo saying, is King Rodge's board super washed out for anyone? Yeah, it's for everybody. We talked about how the light rings, even though they're the same light rings, happen to do that. So I don't know why. Oh, and Dilly gave the maximum run. We were off to a 9-dart sweat there. Had the first two, but it's a ton 40 start for Dilly Dilly coming right back. That looks like a ton in response from King Rodge, not going anywhere. He's definitely one of the better, if not the best, 5-1 players in our league, as shown last season, winning the championship. 45 scored from Dilly. Yulzeka saying, sorry, he was buying a house tonight. Congrats. Congrats to you. There's 60 scored for King Rodge. Maybe you'll have somewhere that can actually hang your dartboard and hold it without it falling out of the wall in the plaster. That would be beneficial. There's a ton from Dilly Dilly. So both players up to the standard, up to the task in this leg. Impressive first nines. King Rodge actually is 74 first nine, lower than his first leg average at 79. Dilly Dilly first nine is 95. That looks like just a 60 for Rodge, dancing the darts on top of that treble wire. Dilly went for the bull with the last, found the 19s. 40 scored for him down to 176, so didn't quite get to a finish. And King Rodge is trying to get there, but it looks like he missed the bull as well. Oh, he did get that one in there, just barely. You see it. So he's going to leave himself the biggest finish of them all at 170. Liberty Fires get ready. There's a Roadhouse double deuce for Dilly, so got off to a great start. Hasn't been able to punish, has let King Rodge back into this one. King Rodge first shot at 170, and it's off. But he'll get a good cover shot on the 19s. 82 scored down to 88. Dilly Dilly requires 154. He's got that 69 average. Nice. Dilly's got 80 scored after the first two. Doing the math, he's going to switch over to the 14s. 94 scored, leave him 60. King Rodge at 88. And now King Rodge averaging 69. Also nice. 2 darts for double 14. And the third looks like it slips into the 9. So 69 scored, going to keep the 69 average. Dilly requires 60. 2 darts for tops. Just inside to the rascal. And it's outside. Rascal saying no to Dilly. You heard the sigh from Dilly. He thought that second one was in. Felt good out of the hand. King Rodge got to clean up 19. There's the 3 looking for double 8. And he's going to clip the wire and stay outside with 2 attempts at double 8. Dilly coming back to the board now for the rascal. Whoa, first dart's loose into the 6, now to double 7. It's a decent marker if he can balance on top of it. Oh, but it doesn't find the home. That also clipping the wire on its way past, but it stays out. Back to King Rodge for double 8. Inside now to double 4. And that's inside as well, so some double trouble here for both players. Dilly
There we go.
with double 7, and he will find it. Game shot and the leg to Dilly Dilly, going up 3-1 now on King Rodge. Both players letting a number of double attempts slip through their fingers, and Dilly finally able to capitalize and get it on the board for a break right back in 501. He is up 3-1. So we hit the halfway point of the match. Dilly with darts in hand. Game on! Everybody wanted the fish. A bunch of rascal no faces in there from the multiple attempts from Dilly. 60 scored to get things started for Dilly. Dilly with the bold move playing in a sweatshirt, it looks like, seeing some sleeves. And King Rodge going to get things started with an 85. Not even sure how that deflected in there. Looked like it hit off the dart that was angled into the 5, so a pretty beneficial deflection there from King Rodge.
60.
Dilly back-to-back 60, keeping him steady, keeping him consistent. It's a good grouping, and he's right around that treble, not missing by much. Oh, and it's a ton 40 for King Rodge. He had the sweat going, giving it a run, but unable to find the last just above his first dart. But off to a good start here again. Both these players, very entertaining first match. There is 60 more from Dilly. So he's staying very consistent. And King Rodge looks like he's going to salvage with his last dart. Gets 70 scored. So a first 9 just below 100. This time Dilly's going to get one into the treble.
100.
So it's a ton scored for Dilly. Dilly upping his trebles by 1 there and still continuing to keep them all straight. That's 12 straight darts in the 20 segment. That third dart, can't tell if that's into the 20 or the 1. It is in the treble 20, so it's a ton for King Rodge in response, but Dilly's right back in the treble. And Dilly's first dart, not in the 20, is the 15. It's an 81 scored. He'll be down at 140, but King Rodge at 106. He will not get a shot at it. He'll leave himself 64 after 42 scored. Dilly requires 140. It's a good first start. It's just a little bit high. And it's going to be 42 scored, finding that treble 7 just next door to the 19's 98 remaining. King Rodge 64. He wants the double 16. Cannot find it. Tried to walk it out as he scores 32. Dilly 98. Can't find that treble 18 with his second. Drops down, and that looks like it's just 24 for Dilly. Dilly down to 74 now. King Rodge 3 darts, double 16. That's inside, not sure. It was into the 8 as well, so double 12 is inside. And double 6 is inside, so King Rodge a little bit loose here on the doubles, so he's scored 26. He'll have 6 remaining. Dilly's got 1 shot at tops.
Too high.
And it's well high. Can't use that dart as a guide. Probably had to try to go around it the way it was lying in there. King Rodge going to have to flip his score around. He scored 26 with 6 remaining. He's looking for the basement inside now. Has to clean up. And it's a bust as he can't find the single one to set up the madhouse. Dilly now 3 darts at the tops. Oh, and his second dart is pulled right into the 1. Disaster for Dilly. Can't take advantage of the misstep from King Rodge, but he's able to hit the 7 with his last to leave 32. King Rodge back to the basement.
Yeah.
And he'll find it with the second dart. Game shot and the leg. And King Rodge escapes. Again, a little bit of double trouble. Uncharacteristic for King Rodge. Had one of the better double percentages in the last season. I think he may have accidentally hit the cricket button as well. So there we go. There's the reset. King Rodge going to have darts back in hand. Game on! So 501. Dilly got both legs of cricket, and 501 has just been a break fest back and forth. Don't believe there's been a hold of throw yet. There's a ton scored from King Rodge.
Jeez, 20.
Yeah, there's Roadhouse. Double deuce only for Dilly Dilly. A lot of people rooting for Dilly here. It's a double deuce in response from King Rodge. Jordan M saying, let's go, boom, Dilly D. So Jordan M rooting against his countrymen at the moment. Rooting for Dilly. It's just 30 scored, though.
Like I said, I'll win the hearts.
Lucier RC said Dilly's girl's doing good work so far. And there's a solid 60 from King Rodge. That's a tidy grouping.
$99.
99 scored for Dilly Dilly. Couldn't tell if that one was in, but it's angled down just out. Dilly may have been trying to maneuver to try to find another way into that treble 20, but elects to drop down for the cover. Gets 99. Just 25 now from King Rodge.
Well, now I gotta win for Jordan.
Dilly with his new fan feeling motivated. Trying to catch back up in this leg. That looks like a 55. So he's right back in this leg. Both players with one good score. A ton for King Rodge and 99 for Dilly Dilly. The rest have been kind of up and down the little average. There's just 60 for King Rodge. Dart's starting to get a little bit wayward here for Dilly potentially.
24.
Just 24. So again, another slack visit. King Rodge will punish it this time. He's in the trouble. Oh, and I think that last dart's in the treble. 123, narrowly missing the maximum. But Dilly's going to answer right back as he finds a treble.
Jeez. No, 85. That's all right. It's fine.
That's an 85 for Dilly Dilly. Thought that might have been a sweat as well, but that second dart just high. King Rodge requires 111. A couple of those darts into the 5, it looks like, so must have been a treble 5, so looks like 37 scored for King Rodge down to 74. Dilly now looking to put some pressure on back at 186.
60.
And he'll get 60 down to 126 now, but King Rodge is under 100, requires 74. King Rodge one dart at tops. Missing outside, so can't pick off the combination finish. King Rodge. Dilly looking for 126. It's on. He's got a shot at the bull. Oh, he gave it a good run. It looks like it's going to hit the 14 to leave 36. Dilly been all over the bulls in cricket. Can't find the bullseye there. King Rodge requires tops. Great marker with the first. But it's too far inside with the second, down to the rascal. And that appears to be just outside. It is just outside for King Rodge. Dilly now at 36 poised to strike. Looks like just inside now to double 9.
Got it.
But he'll get it with the second. Game shot and the leg to Dilly Dilly as we continue to break here in 501. And Dilly is up 4-2 over King Rodge. Dilly going to have darts in hand coming back to the board. Game on!
I gotta control the match and choose a 501 every GD time.
Getting wrecked there. Sounds like Dilly dropped a dart. Don't drop it on your foot. That could be bad. 57 scored for Dilly Dilly. Jordan M, 1989, said, come on, Dilly, do it for a Special Olympics athlete. Go, Dilly Dilly, go. I mean, how can you not now? Yeah, I think you have to.
That's what I said, man.
That looks like a ton for King Rodge, narrowly missing a ton 40. Go to JMU Dilly Fan Club. Your dad's GF joining the chat saying, did somebody say Dilly? Obviously.
98.
It's like the Candyman. You say it one too many times, it shows up. There's 98 for Dilly Dilly. Gongra saying hashtag Dilly Choke incoming.
Real.
Getting roasted. Can he exercise the demons potentially? 41 scored for King Rodge. There's a 59 for Dilly, so some decent scoring from him. He's got one leg with the one turn with a treble. Everything else has at least been steady. That looks like a ton 40 though from King Rodge. It is a ton 40, that last dart barreling into the treble 20, plowing the other ones out of its way, using those spinners to not get deflections.
41.
Just a 41 from Dilly Dilly. Is King Rodge looking to take a stranglehold on this leg? He's right back into that treble 20. And it looks like another ton 40. It is another ton 40. Back-to-back ton 40s. The third ton plus score of the leg for King Rodge. He has a 2-dart combination finish after 12. Potentially looking for a 14-darter. Dilly just 41, still above 200. But it's King Rodge at 80. And he's going to play with his food a little bit. Trying to go tops. But he's going to get it anyway. Tops for a 14-darter. Game shot. And the leg to King Rodge.
Can't do much about
saying there's nothing you could do about that one. A 14-dart leg, pristine from King Rodge, going tops, and stacking them to boot. King Rodge going to have darts in hand, trying to avoid his first loss in the FODL. Game on! The chat loving that. Everything in this match has just been insanity. It looks like an 85 to start things off for King Rodge. 14 filthy dang. Go to JMU throwing out 14 bits for the 14-darter. Lucier RC, oh my. LBY 456, holy cow, awesome. PB Brown, Lushy, it was a Lushy double finish. Congress saying naughty. So one saying, is it going to be Dilly the Usurper or Dilly the Court Jester? There's a ton 40 for King Rodge, finding the throw here down the stretch. Again, we still have not had a hold of throw in 501 to this point. Dilly's going to answer back with a ton, though. But he finds himself trailing after the 85 ton 40 of King Rodge. And King Rodge going to barrel in another ton. So he's just outside checkout range at 176 after 9. King Rodge done playing games at this point, it seems. That might be just a roadhouse double deuce. Turning up the heat. And he is not relenting here. It's a ton scored for King Rodge, so improvement actually over the last leg. He's at 76 this time after 12. Can he go back-to-back 14s?
30.
30 scored for Dilly. Looked like it may have found a treble with that last, but he didn't. King Rodge 76. Oh, he was trying to go double again. And it looks like just a 25 from King Rodge. So, again, King Rodge trying to get maybe a little cute with the double stuff. There's a ton scored from Dilly, but again, he's well out in front, so it doesn't really matter. He's at 51 now. There's 19 looking for double 16. That's just inside now to double 8 next door. That's very close. I think he's checking it himself. It's just outside, though. 16 remaining. Dilly got some work to do. Put the pressure on back at 204. There's 44 scored, so he'll leave himself potentially an opportunity from 160. King Rodge first at 6. Just cut the 0 off of Dilly's score. That's what King Rodge has looking for the last start for double 8. Goes inside! So King Rodge can't finish it off. He's left with 8 remaining, and it's off from Dilly Dilly as he finds the 1 with his first start. But it's great cleanup from Dilly Dilly. It's a 118 from Dilly Dilly. Gets down to 42, and King Rodge now at 8.
Yeah.
Dilly has come charging back, but King Rodge not having any of it. He'll find it with the first dart. Game shot, and the leg to King Rodge. And once again, back-to-back last leg deciders. King Rodge has come roaring back down the stretch. Dilly looking to hang on for a victory. He's got the darts in hand. Game on!
You're doing great, Dilly.
A little bit of taunting coming in both ways. And, of course, he does it in the last fucking leg. It's a breakfast from Dilly Dilly. Single 5, single 20, and a single 1. We've avoided it this entire... I'm so disheartened right now. I thought I was gonna make it. I gotta think of something quick. So we keep talking about
45.
We're talking about King Dilly Dilly as the usurper or the court jester, and we got King Rodge in here. So we're gonna go with a royally themed breakfast question. If you were being treated as king or queen for the day, what would be your breakfast in bed? Because I feel like that's a regal thing to do. Have somebody bring you breakfast in bed. So, king for a day, queen for a day, breakfast in bed. 39 viewers, let me know. 81 for King Rodge. Dilly off to a little bit of a rough start. May have been shook from the onslaught in the last couple legs from King Rodge. Looking to right the ship, but the surgical 7 not going to help.
I'm not feeling it.
Conrad did call the hashtag Dilly choke. Dilly saying the arm might be giving out on him a little bit. That looks like a ton from King Rodge. Arm not giving out on him at all. As he continues his rampage on the left side of the screen. Just 30 for Dilly. And King Rodge going to get 85 to get down into checkout position at 145. Dilly going to need a massive score here to get back in it, get that pressure going. Man, it's 60. 60 scored, all right on top. King Rodge scores 145. It's on. And now it's off. And King Rodge going to leave himself 50. We'll see what happens. Oh, Dilly giving it a run. It's a ton 40 for Dilly Dilly to get on a finish. King Rodge at 50. He's against Dilly. We know Dilly loves going after the bull here. Will he do it? Will he do it just for the taunting? He did. He went for it. You know Dilly respects the move. It looks like it's into 11, so going to have some cleanup work to do, I believe, from 39. If that is, in fact, an 11. If it's not, it could be a 14. It's pretty close to that wire. Either 36 or 39 remaining. We'll wait and see. Was the 39. So there's the 7 King Rodge.
Yeah.
Dart for double 16, and he will find it. Game, shot, the leg, and the match to King Rodge. Dilly was throwing the turn anyway just to see what was going to happen. He got a 97. It was pretty good. But it didn't matter. King Rodge, down 4-2, comes storming back to remain on the throne. Remains unbeaten in his FODL regular season career by the skin of his teeth. Dilly Dilly giving him all he can handle, but could not finish it off. Couldn't cap off the victory down the stretch. Let's look at some of the breakfast questions really quick. Jamie saying 3 pounds of bacon and sausage. LBY 456 saying French toast with a mimosa. Your dad's GF says he stepped away for like 1 second and missed the breakfast question. It's the only thing you're here for. How did you miss it? That's awful. That's awful. All right, so we're gonna go to the interview portion. Oh my God, Dilly literally could be a Geico caveman right now, but we're going to go over to Dilly. Dilly came out firing in cricket. You know, there's been some good banter between you and King Rodge in the past. Came out trying to back it up, performed excellently. Talk to us about the mindset coming into this match and how you felt your performance was.
Yeah, mindset coming in during the regular season last season. Pounded 3 legs easily off him. He was bad then, so I figured he'd be bad now. He actually played well this time. I played poorly last time, which is why I lost. The only reason I lost tonight was towards the end there. I played really bad. I mean, he had that 14 darter, which I guess is okay. But pretty much I didn't put enough pressure there towards the end, and that's the only reason he won. But I'm probably going to do better than everyone else in the league against him, and that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only person there weren't a whole lot of 5-4 victories for King Rodge last season. I think the Canadian battle, I think the train pushed him last season. That might have been it. But obviously came out firing. The cricket, talk to us. Talk to us about what that was and where you found the will to keep fighting. As you know, especially that first leg, it looked like he kind of had you buried, having two big scoring wedges, and you come firing back on 16s after he had hit that 9 mark in the 17s. What did it take to get back into that one?
I don't give up during the matches. I will throw the entire time. I don't really get frustrated all that often. I don't really get down on myself. Here and there I'll be like, come on, why'd you do that? Or like the dart doesn't go my way. But I'll never stop because I know that I can get the darts and I know that I can change things my way as long as I get the darts where I need them to. So, I mean, I like to think I'm not mentally weak in that regard. And, I just had to bring it. I know my opponent is one of the best in the league, and I need to show that he can be toppled at any moment.
Just mentally weak in every other regard. Got it.
There you go.
Looking forward to next week. Your schedule, man, whoever does the scheduling does not like you. Because Gameweek 2, you got Left-Hand Hooligan, who we saw what he did in FODL B. What's the game plan? What do you need to get ready for? And what are you looking forward for out of that match?
I'm sort of happy that I'm getting them in the beginning of the season. Hopefully I can keep this form and keep improving it as I go. But maybe the early season is best for me. I had I had the tough opponents at the end of the season last time. So I like getting them out of the way here so I can steamroll the rest of the competition. It's going to be hard. It's going to be tough. I mean, obviously that Open Cup match, the man can throw, and we've seen it in B, and we're going to see it in A, and I know it's going to happen. But I got to keep my wits about me, keep my darts about me, and I got to do it for Jordan. I got to do it for the Special Olympics. I'm sorry I lost, man, but I'll get him next time.
Well, got the new fan. Going to try to do it for the new fan member. Hopefully he will join us when that match happens. Dilly, very, very well played match. Entertaining all the way. Congratulations. Taken off 4. No discomfort, no expansion. Better believe it.
Right.
Congratulations. We'll talk to you a little bit later.
Appreciate it. Hey, great match, Rodge.
Great match. Excellent.
And we'll go over to King Rodge. You've been a very dominant player here coming into FODL in your rookie season last season, winning the championship, coming out getting punched in the mouth a little bit there in cricket. Not that you were battling right there again with great MPRs and giving it to him, but he just wouldn't go away. Talk to us about how you felt coming out of that cricket portion, moving to 501.
Yeah, I felt good. I was hitting everything I was wanting to hit. So it wasn't like he was just firing. Like, it was crazy. Like, I'd peg a 9 mark and he'd come back with a 6 or a 7, and like, what do you say to that? It's a GG, pretty much.
Yeah, it was an outstanding couple legs of cricket. It was an outstanding match back and forth. Even coming down the stretch, you had that 14 darter, which we saw once or twice last season out of you, but the doubles were one of your trademarks last year, kind of a little loose with them tonight. You've talked a little bit in the Slack that the practice hasn't been as much for you. How much, maybe a little bit less than usual per se, maybe not to say nothing, but how much did that have an effect once you actually got down to double time?
Yeah, I was missing the double 16s, missing the double 8s. That's frustrating for sure, but you can't get down on it. If I had to lose my head, I probably wouldn't have come back with those last 3 legs and stole it. So I figured they'll come, the throw will come. I'm this close to hitting the treble on every throw, so it's just a matter of tightening it up a little bit. I did, and boom, 140, boom, 140, boom, 100. It came.
Yeah, we saw that down the stretch, especially. He got up on you 4-2. You've been undefeated in FODL. How much was that, maybe light the fire a little bit when you were looking up at him with 4 wins to try to keep that stretch intact?
Yeah, I honestly thought I was going to lose that one for sure. I was on the ropes, but you just dig deep, get the darts on the board where they got to go, and hopefully your opponent doesn't. Pretty much.
Well, looking forward to build off this victory. You're going to have DeGrubs in game week 2. What's the game plan? What do you need to get going for that match?
Well, I got to beat him in cricket. I'm doing poorly in cricket, 3.5 PPR, but doing poorly in cricket. So, I got to get better at that, and I just friggin' broke one of my flights. God damn it. Guess I'm going tweenies next match.
There you go.
Well, yeah, I shouldn't have any problem in 501 against the Grubs. Sorry, Grubs.
Spitting truths. At least in cricket, you can use the criminal excuse that everybody just throws really well against you, and you've got the cricket MPR is so much higher than the league average against, and blah, 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 blah. Cry, cry, cry.
But I'll admit it. It's practice to me. 501's the game. 501 won me the championship. I lost both crickets, so 501's the game. There's more of them than cricket.
It sure is. So there's more points to be won in that regard. Great comeback victory for you this evening, King Rodge. Appreciate the time as always. Good luck the rest of the season.
Yeah, thanks for the cast and good shooting, Dilly. You were awesome.
I know. Thank you.